What's up, Cowboys Nation? Welcome back to another video here at the TGRDC show. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more Dallas Cowboys content. Guys, this is the final video of this 2021-22 season. And before we jump into it, I want to say thank you. And I got a special rum here, a gift that I received for Christmas, and I'm going to pop it open. And I'm going to pour myself a glass while we make this video. Here we go. Like I said, welcome to the TGRDC show, where we talk all things Dallas Cowboys. And this is your post-game reaction video. I'm going to lick that rum off my finger, and there we go. The first drink of the night. It tastes really good. Cowboys drop to the San Francisco 49ers in the Wildcard playoffs, 23-17. Oh my God, it's tough, and I think we're all hurting. I'll just say this: you're a Cowboys fan. We're all Cowboys fans, and you want more than anything for this team to succeed. You want them to win the Super Bowl. You want them to be competitive. You don't want them to be a one and out. You want to see them have some kind of playoff success. And this one hurts. And I'll tell you why this one hurts. Because the Cowboys legitimately, they had a really good window. They had a really good window, despite what we've seen all year long, and I'll get into that, don't you worry, but we had a legitimate window. I'm not saying we're going to win the Super Bowl, so everyone calm down, but we had a window here because we had Dan Quinn, our defensive coordinator. I'm not too sure what's going to happen to him after this offseason. Rumor around the campfire is that he's probably going to go to the Denver Broncos. Kellen Moore, whatever. Bye, Kellen Moore. See ya. Send us a postcard. In fact, don't send us a postcard. I'm totally fine. If I had this channel back 3-4 years ago, I would have adamantly told you, and I've been very adamant about Kellen Moore on my videos as well. I did not like the guy. I don't like the guy. I don't like the fact that he was hired before we hired Mike McCarthy. That makes no sense. He's a Jason Garrett guy. He's a Jerry Jones guy. Get him out of here. Jaguars, please, I will send you some money. I will put my own money in an envelope and send it to you to throw in on the contract that you're probably going to give Kellen Moore. Please do it. You're going to be doing us all a favor. That's number one. Let me calm down here. Let me calm down here. Let me say this. This is just, it's all going to come out. I'm just vomiting everything after that game. First off, if you're a Dallas Cowboy fan, and if you've seen this team for the past 25 years, you should not be surprised about what just happened. You're disappointed, of course, because you're a Cowboys fan. We're Cowboys Nation. We're Cowboys for life, right? But, like I said, and I literally said this at the Arizona Cardinals game, that the Cowboys do the same exact thing when the spotlight is on and when we need to win a game and when we need to win a playoff game. It's the same formula over and over again. Don't even bother. If you're late to your Cowboys watching party, don't even bother showing up to the first half, because this team didn't either. These teams, the modern Dallas Cowboys, do not show up in the first half. They have never, they have not, and they never will. That's just... Then you can jump in after halftime and you may catch a pretty exciting game. But again, the Dallas Cowboys don't show up in the first half. They do zilch. They do absolutely nothing. Just kidding. You know, Dak threw to Cooper, so that is something. But you get my point. You saw the game. They didn't do anything that we thought that they were going to do. Everything that you heard from ESPN, SportsCenter, NFL Network about what the 49ers were going to do and what they were going to do successfully and what they needed to do to win the game, that's exactly what they did. Everyone knew what the 49ers were going to do. They're going to try to run the ball. They were going to try to control the clock, and that's exactly what they did, and that's how they won this game. Again, the Cowboys come back in the second half. They wake up. They make adjustments. They same old, same old. Doesn't matter if it's Jason Garrett. Doesn't matter if it's Mike McCarthy. Doesn't matter if it's Tony Romo as your quarterback. Doesn't matter if it's Dak Prescott as your quarterback. The Cowboys show up in the second half. They do a little bit of fun dance, fun plays. They make a few defensive plays, offensive plays, and they make it a game at the end of the game. But let me say this before y'all jump on and you'll make the pathetic excuse about the fact that, the ref didn't settle him. They shoved Dak. It does not matter. Does not matter. Stop that right now. The fact of the matter is the Dallas Cowboys shouldn't have even been in that situation in the first place. The game shouldn't have even come down to that stupid quarterback draw, which, bias aside, I thought it was actually a pretty good call. I think Dak probably just went a couple yards more than he should have. I thought it was pretty innovative. I actually thought it was a pretty good call. Hate me all you want, but I mean, the sides are covered, so running up the middle, that kind of makes sense. But like I said, I think he went 2 yards, 3 yards, a little bit too far, shaved off a couple of seconds, that more than he should have to make that play work. But, guys, this is disappointing, as always. Cowboys are one and done, and we've heard that before. And like I said, it should not have mattered because the Dallas Cowboys had a shot the drive before. Now let's break that down, because shout out to Leighton Vander Esch, who the Cowboys fans have been very critical of, as they should, because he's a first-round player. Now, take a drink before I talk about this. But shout out to him because he made a terrific tackle to force the punt. Just an all-time play. I mean, if that's the last play that we see from Leighton Vander Esch, if that's the lasting memory that we have of that guy, so be it. Because that was an incredible play. Gave us a chance. And the defense gave us a chance. I'm going to try to not get mad here, but the defense gave us a chance again. Not only with the Anthony Brown interception, obviously the Cowboys capitalized on that, but with the Leighton Vander Esch tackle, gave us another chance. And I'm just going to be open and front because this is the last game of the year. This is where you're supposed to be critical, because if your team is not holding up the Lombardi Trophy, and if you have not gone to NFL.com to order your championship merch, then you can talk about your team like this, because Dak Prescott, we paid him all this money to be this guy, to be successful in the playoffs, to be that guy, and he is not, and he was not tonight. It's that simple. Don't make the excuse. Don't say, hey, he has the franchise record, 37 touchdowns. He did this, he did that. No, he didn't get the job done. He did not. And he had an opportunity. He had an opportunity that all quarterbacks die for. Would just love to be in. You know, we dream about it as kids. Sitting in the pocket, 2 minutes left to take your team to the next game. When we're playing that scenario as kids in the backyard, we're putting ourselves in a Super Bowl scenario. But nonetheless, this is a scenario that you want to be in. And so it kind of just all crumbles, right? 1st down and 10. I can't exactly remember what they did on 1st down and 10, but I do remember before the 2-minute warning, it's 2nd and 11. I'm thinking, just let the clock tick down. You're not rushing anybody. Take your time. You got 2 minutes left here. You got 3 timeouts, but nope. I don't know whose decision that was, whether it was Dak Prescott or Kellen Moore or Mike McCarthy's. Whatever. They go up to the line. They throw the ball. CeeDee Lamb drops it on the drag route. You're telling me that is what you drew up. That's what's so important about rushing to the line before the 2-minute warning so that you can catch the 49er defense off guard. It's throwing a drag route to CeeDee Lamb that even if he does catch it, it's going to be 2 yards, and it's going to set up a 2nd and 9. It's going to set up a 3rd and 9 for you instead of a 3rd and 11. Anyways, you know what happens next. 3rd and 11, nothing happens. 4th and 11, Dak throws up a prayer to the sky, to the stadium, to the ceiling, to that big jumbotron that Jerry pays so much for, that the city of Dallas actually probably paid for, and Cedric Wilson trips on a little bit of his route. I have a problem with that because the Jerry Jones, Stephen Jones, Mike McCarthy, they go out, they get you Coop, they draft you CeeDee Lamb, they get you all these guys, and you're still throwing to Cedric Wilson. That's a Dak problem. That's a Dak issue. Nonetheless, it was a hell of a throw. Cedric Wilson just gets tripped up on the route, doesn't catch it. 4th and 11, turnover on downs. Cowboys make it stop again. But you know the rest of the story. Point is, shouldn't have even been there in the first place. Dak Prescott had a chance to win this game. Defense gave him an opportunity. Despite what you think of this defense and its first half performance, they gave the offense a chance to win the game in the second half, and we were just not good enough, coaching-wise, player-wise, whatever you want to call it. I'm sure we're going to divulge and talk about it for the rest of the offseason, because that's what Cowboy fans do, because that's when we start talking about it. And we just came up short, and we're not talented enough, we're not good enough, and a lot of the issues that we've been talking about all season long, penalties, lack of discipline, it all came back. Are you surprised? 14 penalties today. 14 penalties. It ties a postseason record. Is that the Mike McCarthy era that we're in right now? Is that what we're going to get? The Cowboys have no one to blame. It wasn't Jimmy Garoppolo. It wasn't Deebo Samuel. It was a whole team effort that was deserving of this loss. Just absolutely pitiful, disappointing, shameful. And we got a lot of players on that field that care more about their brand, their Jordan brand, their personal brand, than the actual brand of the Dallas Cowboys. And Jerry Jones ain't sweating anything. He's gonna tell you, I'm disappointed. This is the most disappointing thing ever. But that's not true. He's gonna take the offseason to think about it on his yacht. And then he's going to come back next season and give us another product where we're hanging on our seats and we're hoping and praying for a big one, and we're going to come up short because he pays overtime big time for these average ball players that don't care about being a Dallas Cowboy. You see that back there? I got Emmitt Smith right there. You think about those guys, you think about Emmitt Smith, you think about Drew Pearson, you think about Roger Staubach, you think about Michael Irvin. These guys loved being a Dallas Cowboy just as much as they love playing football. These players don't. And I'm going to say right now, if this team can't win, the crew that we have now, when are we going to win? Because it was a really good shot this year. Dan Quinn, Kellen Moore, despite what you think about them, we really had a legitimate chance with the guys that we had, the high-scoring offense we had, and the defense with the most takeaways. If you're talking about a decent year to make a decent run in the postseason, this would have been the year. And the Cowboys fall short. So where do we go from here? A lot of questions here, but I'm tired of this. And I'm saying if these guys can't get it done, I don't know who will. There's players in my mind that I want to get rid of. Because like I said, if we didn't win with these players back in 2016, 2018, well, we're just going to win next year with them. It's just all going to magically click. We experienced the same thing today that we saw in the Jason Garrett era. So, disappointing. Cowboys lose again in the Wildcard playoffs, and they are sent home early. And as Cowboys fans are reminiscing about the 90s, and we're left empty-handed for another year. Let me know what you guys think. Go and comment down below. I'm so appreciative for this first year that I've been here as a Dallas Cowboy YouTuber. The fact that we've been able to grow the channel and develop other social media channels, I'm very appreciative of it. And it was a fun year with you guys, and I appreciate the views and the comments and the community that we built. But I will see you next time. I'm sure I'll make a couple of videos. My plan for the offseason is not to be as involved. I really focus on the regular season, with the post-game, pre-game stuff that I usually do. So I'll see you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing.